Welcome back, Powerhouse Coaches. I'm your host, Dr. Amanda, and you're listening to the Coaching Business Growth Roadmap. This is a limited series podcast for coaches, consultants, and service-based business owners who are on fire and inspired to get to the six-figure level in your business by taking strategic daily steps. And in this episode, you're going to learn step 12, which is how to share customer success stories to attract clients. This is the step where you really get to shine your light and share your success with clients who are looking for your solutions. I love this part because this is where you really get to own your power and feel amazing about what you've done in the world and share it with other people. And in that concept of knowing that reviews sell powerfully. I don't know about you, but when I'm buying even a $12 book on Amazon, I read the reviews. So reviews are critical for your success. And we're going to break down how to get them and what to include. Before we go into that, if this is your first time plugging into this limited series podcast, be sure to go back to the beginning and listen in order, starting with the Start Here episode, and download the Coaching Biz Growth Roadmap supplemental workbook. In the show notes is the link. You're definitely going to want that because it's going to help you implement all the steps and take action on what you're learning. Okay, so for step 12, how to share customer success stories to attract new clients, let's apply these first to each of the different zones. So if you're in zone 1, the manic imposter zone, sometimes I know that you will freak out if you're in zone 1 and you go, well, I don't have any reviews yet, right? And so this can be a conundrum at first. You think, well, what am I supposed to do if I don't have any reviews? Start with practice clients. Start with family members. Start with any review you've gotten in your history about you being an awesome person. So for example, on my very first website that I ever created, I had a workshop that I ran for free, and I asked people at the end to give me reviews. And so I used those to start. I was in grad school when I started my coaching business. And so I had some coaching sessions with some friends and colleagues, and I would help them break through something, and then they left me a review. And so that's how I started. Just start with whatever you can and then get reviews. And then what will happen is over time, you'll start to get reviews from paying clients. And then you can decide if you just want to remove those original reviews or keep them and just keep adding to them. If you are in zone 2, the over deliver and undercharge zone, sometimes in this zone, I notice that coaches can get really freaked out about sharing what they offer, and they overthink it and have a hard time asking for it. Because when you're in that mindset of over deliver and undercharging and not charging what you're worth, you also feel like it's not okay to ask people for help. And so asking for a review can feel hard. I want you to get over that. I really want you to think about the law of attraction and how people like to create win-win relationships. And if you've gotten results for somebody, they really want to offer a review for you. I will say this, you've got to chase people a little bit to get reviews because we're all busy. And when someone, sends us a request for a review, we often will think, oh, this is going to take a long time. So I'm going to teach you ways to just help them help you get a review. But you've got to ask. You're never going to get it if you don't ask. And simple reviews will work great at this stage. So if you're in zone 2, you just need a written review. It could be a sentence. It doesn't need to be long and complex. You just got to start somewhere. You could set up a Google business account and have them leave it on Google. They could leave the review on your LinkedIn page. You could have them just respond to an email and leave you a written review and give you a picture if they want to attach that. So don't overcomplicate it. Just remember how important it is to keep getting reviews from people as you go so that you are building a backlog of them for your future. If you're in zone 3, the value yourself more zone, own your power, promote yourself like a rock star. This is where you're going to really start having a lot of reviews because you're in that value yourself more. You're starting to gain traction in your business. You have more clients to work with. So promote yourself and read those reviews regularly to boost your confidence and keep reminding you why you're on this journey. In zone 4, the zone of manifestation, this is where you're really going to want to start adding video reviews and additional review strategies. And what I mean by that is, when you go to someone's website and it says like featured in or as seen in. You want to start getting featured in different media outlets to help you expand your power and your credentials and your conversion. It's wild how much conversion rates go up when you have the as seen in on your website. So you want to start playing with adding more powerful and more potent reviews. So things like video testimonials, case studies, and then as seen in by getting featured on different platforms. So here are some stats about the power of reviews. According to a study by BigCommerce, they say that 92% of consumers read online reviews and testimonials when considering a purchase. 92%. Just think about your own behavior when you go to buy something online. Are you reading the reviews? I know I do. So these are very important. Bright Local found that 88% of consumers trust online testimonials and reviews as much as personal recommendations. That's pretty powerful. So pay attention to that. A separate study by Spiegel Research Center adds that displaying reviews can increase conversion rates by 270%. 270%. And then Power Reviews suggests that when higher priced items display reviews, the conversion rate increases by 380%. So when you're doing a coaching program that is higher ticket, you're definitely going to want reviews. And so you got to start with wherever you're at, depending on which zone you're in. So don't let this stop you. I am saying this because I hear people say this to me a lot, but I don't have reviews or I don't have enough reviews. And then you start to feed your imposter syndrome. That's not the point here. The point is to be thinking, okay, over time, how am I going to connect with my people and ask for reviews and create a system around it so that every time I have a powerful interaction or wins with my clients, I'm going to ask for reviews. And you get in the habit of doing this, and this builds your reviews over time. And they're important because of these numbers, right? Another study found that 1/3 of online shoppers agree that they would not purchase a product without the presence of reviews. So the reason that I'm telling you this is because I want to plant the seed for you to know the importance of getting reviews so that you start getting them immediately starting in zone 1. And then they just build and build and build over time. I remember I was in the same position as some of you in zone 1 where I didn't have any reviews, and I just thought, who am I going to get reviews from? And so I just thought of friends and family and then practice clients and started to capture at least a few reviews. And then every time I got wins with my clients, I would get reviews. And now if you go to my review page, I have a ton of videos, I have written reviews, I have speaker reviews, I have as seen in. And so that's what you'll build up to. But I've been in business for 5 years. So I just want to plant the seed that you start doing it right away and that you have no shame or fear around it. Promote yourself powerfully. The whole reason you're in business and that you want to help people is to have them win. So have them write up their wins. And I promise you, if you get them right away after you're finished working with a client or when they've gotten big success, of course, they're going to want to share their wins with your community because you've helped them win. So don't be afraid to ask. Again, reviews are crucial for attracting new customers and shaping their perceptions. Positive customer reviews build trust and credibility, and it creates this transparency of feedback. So people are so much more likely to buy from you when they hear from other people that you're successful. Then you don't have to sell. It's that they're just reading the reviews, they're seeing that what you offer works, and then they're in. Reviews highlight unique selling propositions. It helps with SEO when you have reviews on your page. It can help with SEO ranking and increases your online visibility. And then just know that a strong collection of reviews will act as a powerful magnet for attracting new clients. So when we're thinking about the law of attraction and we're applying it to today, you want your website to be a beacon of positivity and show you as a powerhouse and display how you are helping the world. So reviews are just incredibly powerful. So just going to keep planting those seeds for you. All right, here are some of the pros and cons of videos versus written reviews. So you can really get those two types of reviews, video or written. Video reviews are awesome because they engage people and they're very persuasive. They create this personability and it's really relatable. And then they showcase your product or service by people sharing it in a video form. It's a very powerful convincer to have a video with your clients and with the wins that they've had. The cons, I will say that it requires time for the people who are coming to your page to watch. So if they're in a setting where they can't listen to the review, they might not get as much juice out of it. Make sure that you subtitle them in that case. They might lack some of the details that can be written in written reviews, because when someone's writing a review, they have more time to think about what they want to say. And then another drawback to a video might be that if the person is uncomfortable on camera, it can be less effective. So this is interesting. I've had people do video reviews for me before, and they just weren't really usable because they were so uncomfortable on camera and awkward, and it didn't work well. So I tend to, when I'm doing video reviews, I either have my team or myself do the interview. It's like I do it kind of like a conversational interview with them, and I walk them through the questions as we're having a conversation. So I'll say, share who you are and why you started to work with me. And then they share their name and what their problems were. And then we just have this conversation. In the downloadable workbook, there's a link to my reviews reel so you can see an example of what I'm talking about. So check that out. And I've just found that when I do video reviews with people and we do it together as a conversation, or I have a team member who asks them and then they record it and then edit it and piece it together, that works a lot better than having somebody do a video review for you on their own, unless they are someone who's very versed at video and they really enjoy doing it. So just keep those things in mind when you're requesting video reviews. For written reviews, the pros are that they're super easy to read and they're very accessible, and you can sprinkle them everywhere. Like, you can put them in your emails and on your website easily, in your social media. So it allows like really quick scanning of numerous opinions and experiences. It can provide really detailed insights because people have the time to slow down when they're writing the review and get really specific and clear. And then that means it's really effective for products and services because the specifics can be important, and it's just easier and less time consuming for the reviewer. So the person who's going to check out your information and see what you have to offer, it takes less time for them to read reviews than it does to watch videos. So keep that in mind. The cons of written could be that it lacks that connection and the persuasive nature of a video review, and sometimes people worry about what to say in written form. So some people are better on camera and some people are better in written form. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about what to ask for when you are getting reviews from your 5-star clients. My suggestion is that you do a combination of both video and written, and then that way you'll have multiple perspectives and formats, and you can use them in different various ways sprinkled throughout your content. What's critical is that you make sure that you have a system for getting reviews and that you ask for them and you follow up until you get them, and then put it all together in a way that's going to help you attract new clients. So let's think about putting it all together. Once you have your written reviews and your case study videos, you want to create content to feature them and promote them everywhere. So some ideas: put them on your website, sprinkle them throughout in written form and video form. Create a testimonial landing page. This is really a great way to have a whole page dedicated on your website that says reviews or happy customers, happy clients, and this showcases the results that you get. Put them in your social media posts. So you could put them in a reel or shorts highlight and then pin it to the top on Instagram. You could have a testimonials playlist on YouTube, or if you have a blog page, you could put, a spotlighted review and then have a link to your main page of reviews. Put it in a featured section on LinkedIn. Put it in your Facebook groups and pin those posts. You could have newsletter features where you highlight reviews that are coming in. You could put one in your email sign off, and then you can add them to your consult nurture sequences. So after you have a consult with someone, you can send a follow-up that says, hey, check out my results that I've gotten for other people. Here's a link to the page. So your key takeaway for this step is get more reviews and sprinkle them everywhere in your market materials. This will help you have higher conversion rates. So your action steps for step number 12 are to make sure you download the supplemental workbook so that you can take the action steps that are in this step. I put a review link in there for you so you can see what I've created with mine. And your final action step is to go listen to the What's Next episode. In this What's Next episode, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you absolutely must work with me so I can help you get to 6 figures in your coaching business in the next 12 months. Listen to that episode, find out why. If you've listened all the way through step 12, it means that we are supposed to work together. As you know, I am an abider, a believer, an advocate, a coach for the law of attraction, which means that we have been drawn together for a reason. It would be an honor and a privilege to be able to work with you to help you get to 6 figures in your business more easily so that you can work less and make more and have a life and a business that you love. I've been there. I've done it. I can teach you. I guarantee it. So now it's time to listen to the What's Next episode. Until then, I'm sending you 6-figure coaching business superpower high fives.